Hello, welcome to this video. This is going to be designed to get you more signings by improving your profile. On specifically signing order, I'm going to show you, but this works for all of your profiles, your notary profiles, whether it's SnapDocs, Notary Dash, signing order, whatever it may be. And it'll give you my perspective as a signing service owner. It's a little bit subjective, of course, but in general, I'm going to drop some really good information and give you a back-end look that you're never used to seeing unless you have owned a signing service or you've been to some of our meetings. I will show you this at our local meetings as well. So what I'm looking at is the notary management or notary search portion of signingorder.com. This is what a signing service owner sees when we're going to look for a notary. You'll see at the top that there are different pre-selected filters. So this is our starting point. So we require that obviously they're commissioned notary. They have to have a Maryland title producer license. That's a Maryland thing, as well as Indiana. The other 48 states, not necessary, but we're located in Maryland, so a lot of our closings happen to be there. So that's where we start. If it goes outside of Maryland, we uncheck this box. And then over here, we require NNA, that's National Notary Association certified. So we know you've taken the basics course and that you have basics on notarial law. So you should be able to complete a notarial certificate pretty easily. They have to have a profile picture, of course, and we don't work with blocklisted or blacklisted notaries. And then over here on the right, background check, of course, so we know we're not working with felons. E&O insurance, which we have a larger E&O policy, but our notaries have to have theirs as well. So if there's an issue, theirs kicks in first, then ours would potentially kick in after that. They have to have a phone number, obviously, to reach them. And then under additional filters, we can also search a few different things. But our main concern here is that they are loan signing system certified. And that's important to us because we expect our closers to walk the signers through the ALTA line by line, covering closing costs, answer the basic questions that come up, like what are escrow accounts, when am I getting my deed, etc. Just super basic that always come up. And then also to be able to summarize the document. So that's our starting point as our filters. Now, obviously, doesn't mean we've never worked with a notary that isn't loan signing system certified or isn't NNA certified, but this is our starting point. So unless we're in an area where it's harder to find a good closer, we may uncheck one or both of these filters to try to get a little bit longer list to work from. Because there are still great notaries that aren't LSS certified and aren't NNA certified. We recognize that. But this is our starting point for our preferences. Now, if you scroll on down, I didn't put a zip code in here, so this is just going to show a general list. It's not going to show a specific area. Most of the people that are going to show up where it says distance from the zip code says NA. These are just some of our local folks. But anyway, what you're looking at is a list of notaries that are relatively local for us. This blue denotes they're on our preferred list. This is where you guys want to get to, the preferred list of as many signing services as possible. And I'll show you how. I'll touch on that later. If you scroll on down a little farther, you'll see all these notaries are in yellow. So the yellow just means they're on our favorites list. So that just means we've worked with them a handful of times. We like what they're doing. And then at some point we move them up to our preferred list as well. And then if you scroll on down a little farther, you'll see white, that's everybody else. So this list in this case is 77 people strong. So obviously if you have no experience and you're not on those lists, you're going to be way at the bottom. And then if you are familiar with signing order, they give you an option to pay $2.99 a month to add 20 zip codes, so that if you do that, it's called a Premier membership, I believe. You would have a little square around your profile that would say Premier in orange, and you would pop up to the top of this list, the top of the white list. So basically after our preferreds and favorites, you're first. So that's why if you are on signing order, highly recommend paying that for 20 zip codes that you're comfortable driving to or very populated, where there's more transactions, but I would strongly suggest going there and adding that. So that's it. So that is kind of the tier. And then as far as the profile, to get more signings, what we're looking for specifically, one other thing is we can also see your experience. So we sort the list by experience, not distance to the signing. So we're more concerned about experience. So how many closings have you done in the last 12 months? Lauren, for example, 146. Last 3 months, 31. How many times have our signing service used Lauren? It's 216 times, which is a crazy high number. She's great. And then if you're a signing service owner watching this, make sure you add her to your preferred list. And then this new feature for 2023 is the heart icon. 17 just says 17 other signing services have added Lauren as a preferred notary to their company, which is a huge social proof sign that she's really good at what she does, right? And then last, you're going to see the positive reviews in green, the minor reviews, negative reviews in yellow, and then obviously any more major concerns in red. And then lastly is the number of, in black, the number of companies that have blacklisted Lauren, that have decided not to work with her, which is 0, which is a great sign. Then credentials just means background check. E&O commission just shows us the expiration dates for all those things. If they're dual commission, that would show up here, this DC that's faded out. And then if we have any notes specifically about the notary, they would show up here, personal notes for us, for our company, just as a reference. So what we're looking for, great. Okay, perfect. So when we go into a new area, what we're looking for obviously is, do you have positive reviews? So if you have positive reviews, that tells us, again, social proof that you're good at what you do. Obviously this heart icon does the same. So how do you get more reviews? You have to ask for them. It's really simple. If you text or email or call and ask to be added to a company's preferred list, especially after you've done a completed signing and it went great, that is a perfect way to get added to, even worst case, the favorites list, the yellow list down here. You're still jumping way ahead of everybody else. And obviously if they do preferred list, then you're ahead of everybody else. So what that means in real time is that when we send out a job offer, it would start with Lauren. Lauren would get a text. And then 15 seconds later, the owner gets a text. And then 15 seconds later, Candy gets a text. And it keeps going like that. So obviously if you get a text and you're new and you're not on preferred list, it's typically going to be something that a lot of people have passed on. So it's either really far away, really low paying, it's a difficult signing, a combination of one of those 3 things. So that's why you want to get to the top of these lists or much higher up. And there are many different cheat codes to do that. So I just gave you one, ask to be preferred, email, call, text, all the above. So that's an easy one. As far as what we're looking for in the bios, we're also looking for negative reviews. So if you have a negative review, our team is going to click on that and read it and see if it's what we consider a legit negative review. Things like they were unprofessional, they were rude to the signers, they showed up an hour late, they lost the documents or misplaced them, things like that. Basically massive fires that people are creating because they're just not acting professionally and they're treating the job as a side hustle. So that's some of the things we're looking for, the reviews, that's where we start. And then if they have a legit negative review, we blacklist them and then we move on to cultivate the list. That way we're not even talking to anyone who is terribly unprofessional, as shown by our reviews. Then when we click on the actual profile itself, what is our team looking for, right? So the first thing we're looking for, obviously the first thing we're going to see visually is the photo. So it should be a professional photo. You can take one with your iPhone or your Samsung, whatever you prefer. Camera's good enough. Plain background or very neutral background is fine. Obviously, be aware this is a professional photo. So schedulers, we are humans, we're going to make judgments. So if the profile photo looks goofy in any way, we're probably going to pass because we don't want, if you're looking goofy on your profile photo, that's the first impression to us visually. So that means we would be concerned that you would dress similarly at a closing for our clients that we've worked hard to get. So we don't want to risk that. So when I mean professional, I'm talking about professionally dressed, right? No t-shirts, no street clothes, or it should be professional, business professional dress of some kind. Obviously, and then also the background itself, common sense, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be a photo. I guess the crazy ones we've seen ones with people taking photos behind like a wall that's super graffitied up. And while that looks cool, some people might be okay with it, dig it, some people might not. You want to err on the side of more conservative in this case, especially, if you're trying to scare the least amount of people. So as professional as you can get, no duck faces. I have seen that, as crazy as that sounds, girls go like this. It's real, it happens, so don't do that. As professional as you can make it. And then the next thing we're looking for is your bio. So we're going to read that. So in Lauren's case, I have and I hate to pick on Lauren, but she's a close friend, so she won't mind if she sees this, I hope. I have over 25 years of customer service experience, which translates into a comfortable and relaxed environment at the table for your clients. I have a mobile office for those last minute changes and can provide scan backs immediately after the signing if needed. NNA certified, LSS certified, Maryland title producer license. So what we're looking for as a team is, in your bio, is it all about customer service, how you're going to take great care of our clients, which is the most important thing to a signing service owner, or is it about how I'm really great? So we don't really care if you think you're awesome. That's not really a concern. What we're concerned about is the benefit to us, which is, can you take great care of our clients? So if it's about customer service and the client experience, and hey, I'm going to communicate from the table if any issues arise directly with you. I know I'm an extension of you. I'm going to represent you well, title well. I'm going to show up and be on point. So that's what we're looking for. And then a little bit farther down, capabilities, we don't pay too much attention here. Obviously, if you have a mobile scanner, great. That is a plus for sure, but it's not a deal breaker for us. And then at the bottom, under fees, so what we're looking for is just under other fees specifically. If you have things like $20 for scan backs, $20 for driving more than 10 minutes, $20 for, X number of pages in a package, those kind of things, it's basically showing us that you're more concerned about the transaction and you're going to nickel and dime us to death and ask for money after we assign it to you. That's going to be a freaking headache. Or if they're concerned about the relationship, then that's what we're looking for. So if you want higher fees, that's fine. When you counter our text offer, counter with what you're comfortable with based on that particular signing. But don't come back later and ask for money. It's a terrible form. Great way to get negative reviews and blacklisted quickly. But if it's under other fees, there's a whole bunch of stuff that sounds ridiculous to us. We're going to move on because that's a red flag to us that you are more concerned about the money, could care less about the relationship and building a relationship with us so we can give you more signings, get you on the preferred list and try to throw as much money your way as possible, which is what we do because clearly we've given Lauren almost 200 signings. So that should be evidence that we send out signings to our favorite people to get them paid. So that's kind of what we're looking for on the profile. So that the ways to improve, talk about customer service and the client experience up here, not about how awesome you are. We don't really care about that. Profile picture needs to be professionally done. Obviously try to get reviews, positive reviews, so ask for them. You have to ask constantly. And then at the bottom, of course, avoid the crazy other fees, ticky-tack stuff. And that will kind of keep you off the radar. And then as far as extra tips, besides what I've given you about asking for the reviews to get on preferred lists, I've talked about this in other videos, but here are some easy ones. So one is send a handwritten thank you card to the signing service and just say thank you so much for the opportunity to work with you. Looking forward to working with your team in the future and growing together. Something basic like that with your business card. That way we know who it is. And then when I get those, I don't get those much. And when I mean much, I mean in a year I might get 10, 15 tops, maybe one a month is probably the average. The ones I typically will have in my desk. And then what I do immediately is I go and make sure that they're on our preferred list because they did what no one else would do, which is actually hand wrote a card saying thank you and showing they actually care about the relationship. They're trying to develop it. And they put it in an envelope and mailed it. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. It does take, a little bit of effort. And that makes you stand out. It just does. Another way to do it would be to call, like I said, and ask to be added to the preferred list naturally. That never hurts. Always talk about the client experience, how you're going to improve. And then another secret bonus hack to get someone's attention, the signing service owner, is to go on Google, and let's just say the signing service is Superlative Signings. Look them up, their Google page, look at the reviews, hit add a review and leave a review if you work with them. Great signing service, they were good at communication, they got me scans back quickly, I was paid on time, I was paid fairly, I enjoyed working with the team, they helped me out. When I had questions on documents promptly, like whatever it is, the feedback is, if it's good, go there, leave a 5-star Google review. That emails directly to the signing service owner, and that gets our attention because it doesn't happen much. So then we're going to go in and do the same thing. Make sure you're added to our preferred list. So hopefully this video was helpful in making sure that we really focus on improving our profile as far as having it geared toward the client experience. And obviously showing up professional is always critical as well. And then as far as certifications, if you can get NNA certified, a lot of signing services have this check mark as a default. So that way you're actually showing up, because if you're not NNA certified, and this is my default filter, I'm not going to see you. I won't see your profile at all. So it's going to impact the number of signings you get. And you do have to update that every year and get recertified every year. Loan and signing system, you can take the certification every year, but you don't have to buy the course again. Once you buy the course, it's yours forever. Always recommend that. In the description below, I'm actually going to put a link to the loan and signing system course. And they also have different levels of courses. Obviously, the higher up, the more marketing material there is, which is super helpful. And then also they have complete notary mentorship, which is business coaching for the notaries, where there's weekly live trainings. And there's always either 6-figure signing agents, signing service owners like myself, or other business owners from various aspects that are experts in their field, whether it's sales, marketing, health, relationship building, whatever it is, there's a lot in there. So quick plug for Loan Signing System because they're awesome. It's the best money I've ever spent in my life, because had I not spent that money and bought that course, I would still be a restaurant general manager, making 60, 70, 80K and just slogging through life. And not that that's terrible, but I have 2 kids, a wife, a house. I have big goals for our family, and that wasn't going to cut it. So because I took the loan signing system course and I did a lot with it, and I really implemented it and marketed my butt off, it's still marketed my butt off, but now my team markets as well. That has really made a tremendous impact on my family's life. It's crazy. So that I'll get into a different video about the course itself, but quick plug for LSS. I'll have that link in the description below. And then hopefully, if you're a notary signing agent, whether you're new, experienced, or advanced, this has added something, give some tip to your profile, or to get onto the preferred list so you get more jobs thrown your way, which is always a wonderful thing. If it has added any value at all, it would mean a lot to me if you could like the video, and obviously smash the subscribe button, because we're talking about content all the time as far as entrepreneurship, but obviously I'm a notary signing service owner, so a lot of that is geared about notary. So hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video.